we have invested a lot of time and effort into making sure that we have the right product, the best product possible in the hands and homes of our consumers, so our subscribers have a really easy, simple way to access content, be it via mobile, be it via set-top box. So we've developed kind of advertising solutions that sit around each of those technologies. And now what we're trying to do is build a kind of a transactional layer that sits across the top of those inventory pools to make the buy as simple as possible across everything. So ultimately we need, the nirvana for AdSmart is we come to market with a single audience proposition. So an advertiser says, I want this audience, and we deliver that audience seamlessly across any pool of inventory that audience arrives in. So that's really the end goal. We tend to classify our content either by audience or by platform. So what we'll tend to find is some parts of the demand side are really interested in clicks. So if you're talking to them about video from Sky, they'll be more inclined to focus on Sky Go because it's a clickable platform, whereas those brands that are really interested about brand and being in the right content are less involved with the kind of click side of things and more around, look, we need to make sure this is viewed a certain controlled number of times. We want that reassurance that it's been viewed all the way through. So we currently define an impression as an ad that's been 75% viewed or more. We're really trying to make sure our propositions flex to what the market want to buy. We have developed AdSmart with a clear ambition for attracting new revenue into the TV world. And that's really happened over the last 4 years. We can see really clear indication that a wide spectrum of advertisers are really interested in investing. They could be really small advertisers who understand their audience really well, understand what good looks like, are able to use their own data to target an addressable campaign, and can actually understand quite a lot about how effective that campaign in isolation was at driving a particular attribute or a particular KPI. So it services the kind of the direct response side of the industry, but at the same time we're finding more and more advertisers are just really interested in this idea of being able to design their own audiences, either drive brand or drive some kind of metric that's meaningful for them as a business. I guess the ambition with AdSmart really, from a kind of multi-territory perspective, is to deploy the technology, the AdSmart technology, in the same way as it exists in the UK. We've done that successfully in Italy, so we're just coming up for 2 years of AdSmart in Italy. Our plan is to put that into Germany as well. And actually, the technology will exist in the same way. You'll have the same capability. What we're finding is the way that technology is used and leveraged depends on the kind of idiosyncrasies of a market. So, for example, in Italy, the way that the Italian market are allowed to use data to target their TV is very different from Germany, very different from the UK. In Germany, for example, you can't use targeted TV to buy a regional TV campaign, and that was something that really kind of was one of the kind of founding ideas of why AdSmart would work for advertisers in the UK. So the technology will be similar, but the way that it's used will probably have to flex by territory.